Hello students, how are you all doing? I trust you're staying safe. Please do continue to stay safe. You're welcome once again to another online class, and today we'll be considering the topic exercises on adverbials. In our last online class, we treated the differences between polar questions and question types. And I talked about what polar questions are. I said polar questions are also known to be yes or no questions. Okay, why question tags are questions that end with two or more phrases. But today we're considering the topic exercises on adverbials. So before we move on, I'd like to share our learning objectives for this class with you. What are learning objectives for this class? At the end of the lesson, students should be able to define adverbials. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define adverbials. Also, you should be able to identify adverbials in sentences. And lastly, you should be able to make sentences with adverbials. Moving on, what are adverbials? Now, we know what an adverb is. An adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, and another adverb. But what are adverbials? Now, there's a clear difference between adverbs and adverbials, even though they are kind of interwoven. Adverbial is a term for two or more words which play the role of an adverb. Adverbial is a term for two or more words which play the role of an adverb. That means an adverbial an adverbial could mean the same thing as an adverb, but its formation is different from that of an adverb. Now let's consider these sentences that follows. I'll go to bed soon. I'll go to bed soon. I'll go to bed in an hour. I'll go to bed soon, and I'll go to bed in an hour. Now looking at the first sentence, soon is an adverb because it answers the question when. So this is a question of time. So I'll go to bed soon. Soon is an adverb. While in the second sentence, in an hour is also an adverb. Why? Because it performs the function of an adverb. So in an hour is an adverbial because it performs the function of an adverb in the sentence. So in sentence 2, in an hour has the function, though it does not contain an adverb. If you look at the sentence closely, there is no adverb in the sentence, but the sentence in an hour acts and functions as an adverb because it tells us when I'll go to bed. It answers the question when I'll go to bed. So in sentence 2, in an hour has the function, though it does not contain an adverb. Therefore, a phrase consisting of a preposition and a noun preceded by an article can function as an adverbial, and it's called an adverbial phrase. So adverbials are also known as adverbial phrase. So how do we make adverbials? How to make adverbials? How are adverbials made? The first is an adverbial can be an adverb. An adverbial can be an adverb. For example, he spoke angrily. In this sentence, angrily is an adverb. They live here. Here is an adverb. We will be back soon. Soon is also an adverb. So looking at the first sentence, he spoke angrily. It answers the question in what manner? In what manner? And that is an adverb of manner. Okay, they live here. It answers the question where. And that is an adverb of place because it answers where. We will be back soon. Soon answers the question when, and this is an adverb of time. Also, an adverb with a quantifier. An adverb with a quantifier. He spoke really angrily. He spoke really angrily. So in this sentence, really angrily is an adverbial. They just live here. Just here. Just here is an adverbial as well. We will go quite soon. Quite soon is also an adverbial. We will go as soon as possible. As soon as possible also acts as an adverbial in this sentence. Also, a phrase with a preposition. A phrase with a preposition. He spoke in an angry voice. He spoke in an angry voice. So, in an angry voice explains the manner in which he spoke. So, this is an adverbial phrase of is an adverbial phrase, and it answers the question how. How did they speak? So they live in London. They live in London. We will go in a few minutes. So in a few minutes here is an adverbial. So this is this is simply how to make an adverbial. Exercises where adverbial phrase are used. Examples, sentences where adverbial phrase are used. The first one we have here is Tony nodded as if he understood. Tony nodded as if he understood. So if he understood here is the adverbial. She went online for more information. She went online for more information. For more information in this sentence is an adverbial. They have a house by the ocean. They have a house by the ocean. By the ocean is an adverbial. She slammed the door in a hoof. In a hoop in the sentence is an adverbial. I saw a lot of trash beside the highway. I saw a lot of trash beside the highway. Beside the highway in the sentence is an adverbial. He decided to join a gym to get in shape. He decided to join a gym to get in shape. To get in shape is an adverbial. We stroll through the garden. We stroll through the garden. Through the garden is an adverbial. So like adverbs, adverbials can also describe time. So like adverbs, adverbials can describe time. That means it answers the question where, when. When did the action happen? When did the action take place? She will arrive in a short time. When will she arrive? She will arrive in a short time. So in a short time here is an adverbial. Also, an adverbial can also answer the question where. So it can also answer the question where. That is an adverb of place. She is waiting near the mall. She is waiting near the wall. So where is she waiting? It answers the question, where is she waiting? She is waiting near the wall. And lastly, manner. It also answers the question, how. They are discussing the matter in a civilized way. They are discussing the matter in a civilized way. So how are they discussing the matter? In a civilized way. So moving on, this is the brief chat on adverbials. This is a brief chat on adverbials. So we have fronted adverbials here. We have time, place, number, frequency, manner. So under the time we have today, yesterday, tomorrow, later, eventually, early in the morning, last week, after a short while, to begin with, after that, until then. Also adverb of place, we have near the road, around the, upstairs, by the sea, in the country, behind the chair, outside, in the sky, next to the door, inside the jar, between the books. Number, we have firstly, secondly, thirdly, lastly, once, yearly, never, and twice. Frequency, once a day, twice a day, regularly, sometimes, rarely, often, frequently, daily, occasionally, every moment, constantly, repeatedly, again. And manner here, how did an action happen? Happily, sadly, irritatingly, mysteriously, anxiously, excitedly, courageously, silently, noisily, timidly, and proudly. So this is a brief chat. This is a brief chat on adverbials. Moving on to exercises on adverbials. Identify the adverbials in the following sentence. So put the flower by the bed path. Put the flower by the bed path. So by the bed path in the sentence is the adverbial. Joseph always arrives sooner than the other students. Sooner than the other students is the adverbial in the sentence. She flew the plane between two buildings. She flew the plane between two buildings. Between two buildings is the adverbial in the sentence. He performed the task without care. He performed the task without care. Come closer so I can see how you approve. Take this medication for the pain as often as possible. Take this medication for the pain as often as possible. So more exercises on adverbials. The man took us over the bridge. The man took us over the bridge. So over the bridge is the adverbial in the sentence. Mary learned after a while to drive slowly. To drive slowly is the adverbial in the sentence. To see the view, Harry climbed to the peak. To see the view, Harry climbed to the peak. She runs 5 miles every day. She runs 5 miles every day. So 5 miles every day is the adverbial in the sentence. This product is not available in all places. This product is not available in all places. So in all places is the adverbial in the sentence. The children opened their presents in the light. The children opened their presents in the light. She responded in a very rude manner. So in a very rude manner is the adverbial in the sentence. Okay, I want to thank you for watching this video. But before we go out, today we've been talking about exercises on adverbials. Also, I said at the end of the lesson, you should be able to identify adverbials in sentences. Also, you should be able to make sentences using adverbials. And I said adverbials is the term for two or more words which play the role of an adverb. And I gave two sentences here. I'll go to the bed soon. I'll go to bed in an hour. So soon is a direct adverb because soon is an adverb. But in an hour, there's no adverb in this sentence, but it functions as an adverb because it performs the function of an adverb. And I also talked about how to make adverbials. How to make adverbials. An adverbial can be an adverb. It can also be formed with a quantifier and also with a preposition. As a sentences where adverbials are used, Tony nodded as if you understood. She went online for more information. They have a house by the ocean. She slammed the door in a hoof. I saw a lot of trash beside the highway. He decided to join a jeep to get in shape. We strolled through the garden. Also more examples, I said like adverbs. Adverbials can also describe time. It answers the question when. Also, it answers the question where. And it also answers the question how. A brief chat on adverbials. We have the front-end adverbials here. We have the adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of number, adverb of frequency, and adverb of manner. So brief exercises on adverbials. Identify the adverbials in the following sentences. Put the flower by the path, sooner than the other students, between two buildings, and so on and so forth. I want to thank you for watching this video. I really hope you've learned a lot, and I look forward to doing this once again. Please copy your notes. You have your notes online. Attempt your assignments and keep staying safe. Bye for now.